Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. Same as yesterday, we're going to start on the 3-day time frame and then move on to lower and lower time frames. As always, nothing in this video is my personal opinion. I am only sharing the unbiased technical analysis and nothing more. So same as yesterday, guys, we still have this bullish divergence on the 3-day time frame, which typically means that we are going to see a break from all of this bearish price action we saw before that, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum. So far, this has just been playing out as expected. The point of invalidation for this bullish divergence is if we get candle closes below 86,000 in the Bitcoin price. If we start seeing candle closes below that, guys, then this completely opens the door to more bearish price action once again. Now, moving on to the 1-day time frame, right here, we are still trading inside this big level of support, sitting from 92 all the way down to 90,000. If we end up closing candles below 90K, so losing this level of support, the next big level of support below that is sitting from 87 all the way down to 85,000. However, in terms of some resistance to the upside, that is sitting from about 94.5 all the way up to 96.2. And in terms of the overall market structure for Bitcoin, you can see that we are still trading inside this horizontal range. So technically speaking, I'm still considering everything that we've seen ever since about the middle of November here as choppy sideways price action. But of course, we can take advantage of these short-term moves in the market as well. So let's actually zoom in a bit further. First of all, on this 12-hour time frame, notice how right here we perfectly got rejected from this Fibonacci golden pocket. So once again, this is going to be a critical area to break from 92.6 all the way up to 94.3K. For now, as you can see on this 4-hour time frame, we got a beautiful bounce from this level of support sitting at around 90.2K all the way down to 89.8K. So for now, I don't think we're in huge trouble, but if we actually start closing candles below that 89.8K level, then guys, you need to start looking towards some liquidity to the downside to be grabbed here. So I will show you the big pockets of liquidity later on in this video. And while on the 1-hour time frame, we did see a break of this descending trend line, which currently has some potential support sitting at around 89.9K. Notice how we did not make a higher high here, but instead saw a rejection. So it's still a good time to be a bit cautious, even on this 1-hour time frame. If we start breaking above here, so this is sitting at about 91.5K, then you could look for some upside liquidity to likely be grabbed after that. However, for now, this is still a good time to be a bit cautious, even on those lower time frames, like I said. Moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables, you can see that yesterday we got a massive outflow of close to $500 million, and overall recently we have seen some more outflows than inflows. So overall, this is having a downwards pressuring effect on the Bitcoin price. Now, moving on to the Bitcoin liquidity analysis with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, over the past week, and here you can see that downside liquidity that I was talking about. So for example, if we're going to break down below 89.8K, then you can see that there's a bunch of liquidity down here around this 89,000 US dollar level and even 88.2K. So if we start breaking down below here, guys, then be on the lookout for some potential downside liquidity to be grabbed inside this range here. However, if in the immediate short term we actually start breaking above that 91.5K level, like I showed you earlier here, then you could start to look for some upside liquidity to be grabbed. For example, there's a bunch of liquidity sitting at around 92.3K, but there's even liquidity at around 93.5K and 94.5K as well. So those are potentially some areas that the Bitcoin price could get attracted to. Notice how right here on the 3-month time frame, there is still a bunch of liquidity around 86.3K. So once again, especially if we start breaking back inside that range that I showed you on the 4-hour time frame, then keep an open mind about us possibly grabbing a bunch of liquidity down there. However, overall, most of the liquidity is actually to the upside. So what do I make of all of this? Well, basically on the 3-day time frame, I am expecting us to basically see some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bullish momentum, so long as we are not breaking down below 86,000. So that is my current outlook for the market in terms of the overall trend. Besides that, the bears are currently still in control of this market if we are purely looking at the market structure for Bitcoin. But you can see that previously we had a massive downtrend, but more recently we have actually just been chopping sideways here. So currently on this daily time frame, I'm leaning a bit more neutral than being extremely bearish. And in the short term, well, of course, we need to keep an open mind about a possible rollover once again, so long as we haven't broken above 91.5k. I'm actually relatively optimistic so long as we don't break down below this critical level of support. This is a very important time to be paying close attention to the charts because a lot is happening, especially on the lower time frames. So either way, this has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.